What's up, guys? It's Lewis at That Convention Guy Collectibles, and today is the day where I finally do my end of the year room tour. Putting this room together has taken a lot of work. I also have changed things around so many times I can't even tell you. The statues have been moved countless times because I'm one of those people that will just continue to do things until they feel right, until they feel like, oh man, that's the perfect spot, or until I get something else that has to bump it out of the way. My wife will tell you that I just like to move things, which is probably true. But yeah, I always try to make it better, you know. So anyway, what I decided to do this year for my room tour is break it up into sections. So if you only care about sports, you can just watch the sports video. If you just care about action figures or statues or whatever, you can just check out those videos. If you're into the Yankees, then you can watch that video. And then I'm going to put them all together. So if you're one of those people like me that just wants to see all of it, you can just watch the one video and I'll show you everything. So what I'm going to do right now is kind of just go through the room quickly for those people that just want to watch a little piece and then that's it. Like they want to see it, but they don't necessarily want to go into detail or anything like that. So I will show you pretty much the entire area. And this will be the introduction of the longer video if you want to see each section. So I hope you enjoy. Like I said, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. My wife thinks I'm crazy. I know for me personally, I love watching other people's videos and seeing what they have and also like how they display things, you know, get some unique ideas. I've been trying some things myself. I've been buying the Funko Pop protector boxes and using those as risers. And the reason is I tried using wood and I was creating some stuff, but it takes too much time. And, you know, by the time you paint it, sand it, do all this stuff, it's just not worth it. And then if you try to buy risers, oftentimes they're not strong enough. And when you do get something of quality, then you're going to spend a lot more money. So what I found is that if you use the Armor Protect Funko boxes, not those little soft plastic ones, but the nice firm ones, they're about $10 a piece, something like that. I use those and put a bunch of stuff on top of those, and it almost acts like a riser. And it's inexpensive, super easy. And if I change my mind, change my mind. Plus, I can use, sometimes I use 4 of them, and I stack it, you know, higher and higher, depending on the shelf. So anyway, I realize I'm cutting off my face. So anyway, enough said. I'm going to just do a quick walkthrough so you can see that this is one space, because I had some people actually question me and say, this can't possibly be one place, you know. And it is. I was fortunate enough that we just moved again. This is the 3rd time we've moved in 3 years. And this space is the biggest of the spaces that I've had. In fact, I have pretty much the entire basement floor, with the exception of like 2 rooms. My wife's workout room and a photo room for her business. This had a kitchen in the basement, and I completely took the cabinets off. Sorry, I took the doors off of the cabinets, that's what I meant to say, so that it created like open shelving for more of my stuff. So as I walk through, you'll see a sink and all that. Like, what in the world? Yeah, that was the kitchen. I just took all the doors off. Yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start at my desk because I have stuff on my desk too. So here we go. I hope you enjoy, guys. And please, if you haven't already done so, like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. It lets me know that there's people out there like me who like seeing other people's collections, and definitely reminds me or puts in some good words or whatever you want to say, because this is a lot of work, a lot of time, energy. And it's just appreciated to know that you guys are liking the videos, appreciating it, and seeing the collection of stuff. So, all right, moving on. Here we go. That's me. This will start here. And again, if you want to see more close-ups of anything, check out the individual videos that'll kind of give you a good idea of what I have. This is just an overview. Maybe something intrigues you. And I've totally forgotten all my videos. I forgot that Michael Jordan piece. How do I forget that? I do collect sports cards. It's where I started. So there are a lot of those as well. Moving on. So there's my desk. I have this section. I have some statues. Try not to get anybody sick with the movement, but try not to focus too long on any one thing. Sorry, I feel like I should play music or something, but I don't want to get sued. I left this off one of my videos too. Oh well. Got Ted Lasso's, Schitt's Creek, Mafias, Breaking Bad's, moving on this way. How you doing? Walking Dead. Cast piece on the right. Bunch of signatures. As well as those comics down there. My Hobbit statues. I'm expecting an Azog to be coming in later this 2024. So there you see, that's my other section of the room. Here's this stuff. Now connected to it is this little hallway space. I'm gonna walk you through here. This is where you'll find my wrestling / Hulk Hogan stuff. As well as my football section. Inside the cabinets are comic books. Some of my baseball stuff. So scrolling back so you can see the room. Over here we have another wall of photos. Football, baseball, basketball. Even swimming and tennis made this wall. Video games. And we have the entertainment. Still room for more. And then, okay, so this was the Lord of the Rings over here. We showed you that already. And then in here, in this closet under the stairs, I have some of my wrestling stuff. So I come back out. This is that wall. I'm going to go ahead and go to the hallway where you'll see photos and posters, displays, all different genres. And that wall, some more. Again, that's just a hallway. I just decided to use the space. And then opposite of that is the Funko wall. So there's the doorway, see? There's that. But on this side of the wall, opposite of these pictures, is another Funko wall. Okay, so we go through here, and so this was the entertainment wall, and then we get to these doors, and that's the movie theater room. And so I have some autographed items in here. Eventually that'll be framed up nice. It's just I'm not done getting autographs. This one I'm going to be swapping out with a different Smallville poster that I have. Again, has not been professionally framed because I'm still getting the signatures. That. I do have 2 Marvel posters that are cast sign posters. One will be going on that wall, and one will be going on this wall. But they're not done yet. All right, as you cut through here, there's a little storage area, but this is where I have all of my extra stuff. Nobody ever gets to see this room, so you guys are lucky. So this is like my inventory, things that are waiting to get signed at conventions. I have some sports cards that I need to sell. Some doubles or duplicates of things that I need to sell. Some wrestling stuff. There's more up there. There's a whole collection of Simpson toys. There's a Lord of the Rings cart, so that's all duplicates. Things like that. Posters. Yeah. Those are all poster boxes. Back here I have a Walking Dead shelf with duplicates. I have a Harry Potter shelf with duplicates. Game of Thrones with duplicates. Here's more Lord of the Rings. So I have these 2 posters. I have some displays, some statues that are for sale. All that kind of good stuff. This is stuff that I'm waiting on consignment that's out right now. So when it gets signed, it'll go up. And then these are some of the autographed items that I have for sale on my website, thatconventionguycollectibles.com. Things that I've gotten at conventions, some more displays. This is more of those items. And then over here are the items that I haven't even put on the website yet. They are signed items, but they have not hit the website yet, including this 3-pack. There are photos, there are posters, there are smaller things, there's sports, there's, things like that. This Back to the Future poster, this autographed bat. There's all sorts of stuff, but it has not hit the website yet. There is a Gollum Masters collection that'll be for sale as well. And so as I come out of this room again, back in the movie theater room. So as you can see, it is one gigantic space that's broken into sections or however you want to describe it, but it is one continuous video. It's not me at somebody else's house. Somebody accused me of that last year. So that's it, my friends. This is the room collection 2023. 2024 should be a little crazy. I do have a few very large statues coming, and over here, so who knows? Hopefully we'll still be in this house, because that's the biggest question that I normally have. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick walkthrough, although it still took like 15 minutes. And if you're interested in any particular items, click on those videos or stay tuned, and you'll be able to just skip right to those. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate all the support this year, and let's see what 2024 has to offer. Thanks, guys. What's up, everybody? This is the entertainment / movies TV section of my room tour, and I hope you enjoy. So let's take a look. We'll start with Sons of Anarchy. Screen worn gloves. And now let me move on to the other place. There's some of my TV and movies. Let's take a closer look. Breaking Bad, Glows in the Dark, Ted Lasso, Lucifer, cast signed, Jack Bauer from 24 signed, Shawshank Redemption, one of the best movies ever. Breaking Bad, cast signed. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying turning on a light. Don't know if that helped or made it worse. Giancarlo Esposito, Gus Fring. Bryan Cranston, Breaking Bad. Dexter, cast signed. Russell Crowe, Gladiator. Great movie. One of my favorite movies of all time, Forrest Gump. We Are Venom. One of my favorite TV shows of all time, The Sopranos. This one is signed by James Gandolfini. Hard to find good signatures of his. Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul. There's Gus again. The Godfather, Al Pacino. Gerard Butler, 300. William Wallace. Mel Gibson from Braveheart. Jack Bauer, 24. My Star Wars universe displeats. And so this has C-3PO, Obi-Wan, may the Force be with you. Lando, Billy D. Williams. Chewbacca. Long Live the Empire, Moff Gideon from Giancarlo Esposito. It's Captain Phasma. Just go through here. Even Andy Serkis. There's Hayden Christensen. You underestimate the power of the dark side. Darth Vader. Just a couple Mandalorian or newer people, I should say. So, very cool piece. Moving on. Harry Potter and Lord Voldemort signed. My Sons of Anarchy poster. Got about 8 or 9 signatures on that. Lord of the Rings cast piece. Back to the Future poster. And Goonies with a couple signatures as well. This one, what I like about it is if you look at that quote from Biff, what are you looking at, butthead? Game of Thrones, signed by Jon Snow. Tyrion Lannister, Sabrina Tarth, Theon Greyjoy. Right here in the middle, Daenerys Targaryen, Hodor, the Night King, and Euron Greyjoy. Smallville, for those of you who remember that. This is a cast sign piece. Actually, just the three main people, Lex, Clark, and Lana. The Walking Dead poster. Cast signed. We've got a bunch of people on this one. I'll just point out some of the important ones like Daryl. We've got Negan, Glenn, Tyrese, Sasha, Maggie, Shane, Aaron, Jerry, Tara, Carl, Amy, Lori, Rosita, Father Gabriel, Princess, Abraham, Andrea, T-Dog, Merle, Beth, Beta, Alpha, King Ezekiel, Henry, Elijah, Yumiko, Lydia, and Greg Nicotero. Yeah, Lance Hornsby, Sebastian, there's a bunch. I said I was just going to tell you the main ones, but I told you all of them. Secret of My Success, signed by Michael J. Fox. Growing up, this was one of my favorite movies, and so when I had the opportunity to meet him and get him to sign this, it was a no-brainer. So, love that. This is one of the hallways in my house, and I decided to utilize the space. So we have My Hero Academia. That's a cast sign piece. Some of the Star Wars pieces. This one's another really good one. Cara Dune, Cosca Reeves, young Leia, also Hayden Christensen, and Ewan McGregor. So I got a lot of good signatures on that one. Mandalorian sign piece. Got a few of those. Couldn't decide which was my favorite, so I have them all. The Clone Wars, signed by the three main ones. Arrow, Miles Morales, Jack Bauer 24. Sorry, I'm a little too close, I realize. The Punisher. There's three signatures on each of those. It's Doc, Marty, and Biff. Here's Sons of Anarchy, cast piece. Cobra Kai. A couple of different ones for that. Here's another version of that Walking Dead poster. This is in a display. This is the way. And then a couple more of the My Hero Academias. The other side of the hallway, we have The Blind Side, Prison Break, Vikings, Halloween, Breaking Bad. Some of the pictures of me with the celebrities. But moving on to more stuff. Johnny Depp from Sweeney Todd, Dexter Morgan, 24, signed by Katie Sackhoff and Kiefer Sutherland. Person of Interest, a 24 cast piece. Mandalorian, Moff Gideon, Designated Survivor. That's a really cool piece right there. Denny Craig from The Blacklist. Cast sign Scream. Cast sign Breaking Bad. And this one is just from Gustavo Fring. Back up here we have Lord of the Rings. The Matrix, signed by Trinity. And Commander Locke. We have Cobra Kai, cast signed. The Flash, cast signed. Zachary Levi, Shazam. My Hero Academia, cast signed. Fluffy. Some more My Hero Academia. That's another cast sign piece right there. A League of Their Own. Punisher, another Jack Bauer, and Game of Thrones. All of my Lord of the Rings and Hobbits. If you're interested in more detail on that, you can go back and watch that video. Here's my Walking Dead section. All the different action figures signed. Lucille signed. Love that piece. It's a artist proof signed by Jeffrey D. Negan. This is a cast signed artist proof of #1. Some of the names on here. Whew, let's see. We've got the Governor, Andrea, Jesus, Lydia, Tara, Yumiko, Tyrese, Sasha, King Ezekiel, Mercer, Princess, Aaron, Carl, Jerry. I can't remember who that was. Is that Merle? No, Merle's over there. Shane, Max, Father Gabriel, Maggie. Who's that up there? Elijah. Oh, that's T-Dog in the yellow. That's why I had to take a step back, see how big it was. Anyway, very cool piece. Some more figures signed, including Andrew Lincoln. The big figures, including signed by Michonne and Negan. Some more down there. Make it lower. The original series. Then I have this little section with cast signed comics. And this is pretty much everyone that I have met, including Dwight is on this one, or on these. That was not on the other ones. Why wasn't he on the other ones? I don't know. Aaron, Henry, Carl, Jesus, Merle, Enid, Jadis is on here. Magna. Yeah, there's a bunch. Judith. Anyway. And then there's my little Negan section. My 3-0 figures, including those that are autographed. King Ezekiel, Maggie, Glenn, Carl, Flash in 24, Cobra Kai, Halloween. This is cast signed by Scream, or all the cast of Scream, or at least the main ones from the originals. Star Wars, Terminator 3, Terminator 2, Brianna Tarth, Biff, Make Like a Tree and Get Out of Here, Back to the Future. Up there we have Breaking Bad figures, Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy. There's the Matrix, Venom, Penguin, a little bit of everything, Dexter. Here's Breaking Bad shelf. Arrow shelf. Heroes, haven't seen many of those. Punisher. Here's my other My Hero Academia figures. Again, signed. Then we have some of the, I don't want to say statues because they're not, but they're like statues, just cheaper. A couple of different things in here. Some Matrix. There's Fluffy. A couple of these guys. Another Tom Hanks. Sweeney Todd. Hot Toy signed by Anthony. All right, so I think that's all of my movie, TV entertainment. So appreciate you watching. And if you're looking for some of the other stuff, check out some of the other videos or continue watching. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks. All right, guys, we're winding down the 2023 room tour. and we're going to go ahead and go with the Funko Pop collection. So I'm going to turn this around, show you what I got, and let's see. Hopefully you enjoy. All right. So this is a hallway, and on one side I have some posters, and on this side I have pops. And so this first section is the Harry Potter section. So there is, I think I stopped at like 120. After that, I was just like, okay, enough is enough. I think I got out of collecting so many pops, and they just continued busting them out. So here's an autograph. So I just stopped. I couldn't do anymore. Running out of space several times over. Here's some Fred and George Weasleys. Met them in person. Super nice guys. But, yeah. Moving on, there's some more signed ones. After the Harry Potter section, we will find the Game of Thrones section. Right here we have the House of Dragons set of 5 signed. And then we move down to Game of Thrones. Here's some Tyrion Lannister signed, some Jon Snow signed, Brienne of Tarth, Theon Greyjoy, Hodor. There's some Daenerys Targaryen signed, and then just the rest of the Game of Thrones collection. Same thing, I stopped at a certain point. I was like, okay, I can't do anymore. Here's Walking Dead Daryl, and then some Parks and Rec that I just like, the Treat Yourself, as well as Little Sebastian. Right. Then we have our Walking Dead section, and most of these are signed, as you will see, including Teddy Bear Girl and Bicycle Girl. Sasha's. Pan down, you guys can see for yourselves. Moving over, Forrest Gumps, some Breaking Bad, Ozark, Coming to America, one of my favorite movies, and then Back to the Future. What are you looking at, butthead? There's some Doc Browns that are signed. Then at the very top, we have some Frasier and Gary Walsh from Veep. So that's this wall. And then we head over to the other section of this hallway. And this is where we have the everything else section. So first we'll start here with the My Hero Academia. Most of these you'll see are signed, because I meet a lot of them at the conventions. Some Deku, some All Mights, Aizawas. There's some dual packs that are signed. La Brava, All Might Deku, Shigaraki and Overhaul. Moving on, there's some of the girls. Kind of put them all together. All right, then we move into our superheroes. Iron Fist and Luke Cage signed. Some Legend of Tomorrow signed. Gotham signed. Daredevil signed. The Punisher. The 4 Ninja Turtles are signed by Kevin Eastman. We have some of these. Smallville signed. The Flash signed. Lou Ferrigno on the Hulk. Captain America's / Falcon We have Shazam signed by Zachary Levi. We have this Batman that's actually signed by several different Superman. Did I say Batman? Superman. So you have Brandon Ruth, you have Tom Welling, and you have Dean Cain. Cyborg. We have some Star Wars. Fennec Shand. Met her a few times. She's super nice. Chewbacca. Hayden Christensen, Darth Vader. Should probably put him with my other stuff. My other Star Wars stuff. Here's some just awesome butt kickers, I guess is a good way to say it. Whether it's through movies or TV. John Wick, how awesome is that? I gotta get those signed or buy some signed. That'd be pretty awesome. Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me, RoboCop. Arrows. And some more of the Marvel type people. Coming over here, we have wrestling. See, I didn't put all the wrestling in that room. Well, I probably should. Charlotte Flair. And all right, moving up, some of the TV people. Al Bundy, Saved by the Bell. We have Stranger Things. Then we come into the horror section. A couple of Jasons, Freddy, Leprechaun, a few Michael Myers, Trinity, Carrie-Ann Moss from The Matrix, Sarah Connor, Original Karate Kids, Goonies, E.T.s. Then we have Hamilton, because I love that show. So I got all the different pops from Hamilton, minus I think the gold one. That's why there's a space. Boys to Men, my favorite group growing up. Steve Urkel, did I do that? Jeff Dunham, Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, The Sandlot, The Mummy, Brendan Fraser, National Lampoon, Chevy Chase, Pamela Anderson, Kevin Smith, Boy Meets World, and then we have some of my sports. So we have Lawrence Taylor, Mike Tyson, Rudy, which is not really Rudy, that's a movie, but still, and then Ronda Rousey, Marino. None of those are signed, but except for the Tyson and Marino. Tyson and Lawrence Taylor. All right, so that is all the pops on these two walls that are in the hallway. Now let me take you to the other section. All right, so over here we have some Avengers that are signed. We have some Game of Thrones that are signed for pops. We have Back to the Future, including the Time Machine. And the Time Machine is signed by the cast. A couple of Martys. We have the Breaking Bads. We have Kevin Conroy's Batman. We have Vikings, Floki and Ragnar. And we have some more Game of Thrones that are signed. And then over here we have some of my favorites. The Schitt's Creek Pop Collection. I'm hoping they come out with a few more. Maybe one of the crazy guy. Can't remember his name. Here are the Ted Lasso collection, including the autograph and Rebecca autograph. Some Funko sodas. Just love Ted Lasso, so I was happy to put this in the main room. And then these are kind of like my mafia guys. So we have The Sopranos. We have Bobby Axelrod from Billions, which I kind of consider him to be like a mafia. The Blacklist, same thing. And then, of course, The Godfather. We have one Venom up there. So I think that is pretty much all of it. I do have some Lord of the Rings. Funko. I guess I can show you those as well, just in case you didn't see the other video. We have those. And we have that one. And then we have all of these that are signed by the members of the cast. And then we have a few over here. And the last two up there. So that is all of the Funko collection. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the collection and the Funko collection at least. And if you want to see what else is in this room, check out one of the other videos or stay tuned. Thanks. All right, guys, I've come to what used to be like 50% of my collection, which is now only like 5 or 10% of my collection, which is Hulk Hogan and wrestling items. I grew up watching Hulk Hogan and wrestling, so just something that stuck to me. I don't watch it anymore, unfortunately, and I don't really follow Hulk Hogan that much anymore. So, but it's hard to get rid of all the stuff. I did narrow my collection down. I think I had something like 400 Hogan items or something like that. I think now I'm down to like 50. It was tough. Got rid of a lot of really cool stuff, really cool items, but it is what it is. But here we go. I'm gonna turn this around, show you guys what we're working with. All right, so we'll start right here. We'll kind of zoom back. All right, now let's go ahead and take a closer look. So we have the winged eagle that's autographed. Can't see the autograph because it's on the back side, around the straps, but I have it folded. Some Hogan, this is all Hulk Hogan stuff. The, some cards, Mad Magazine. The workout, or the wrestling gear, not the workout set. I sold the workout set. Wish I had kept it. Some more figures. Autograph card, just a Hall of Fame medallion. A couple of those figures and pops. Up there we have autographed weight belts, and that top one was the very first one I got. It's kind of what started the big collection of autographs from Hulk Hogan. Met him in person the first time, and I got that signed. There's some more weight belts. Then we'll come back down to some figures. The 16-inch LJNs, can you guys see those? I'm not sure. No, let me turn on this light. I don't know if that made it worse, but probably did. Anyway, maybe if I go on this side. Anyway, 16-inch LJNs, still minty in box. Here's all the different Funko, including the exclusive, and that one is signed. NWO is signed. I need to get that one signed, just haven't done it yet. Some of my favorite figures, these are the ones that I kept. Even though I got rid of like 200 figures that were signed, I kept these, some of my favorites. And then moving on to this case, which is the old school stuff, the hard to find stuff. So there's a black card, and you can see for yourself the condition of these. The bubbles are nearly perfect. The cards are nearly perfect. A lot of people look for this one. I've had this for 15, 20 years now. Something like that. Yeah, I guess not that long, but it's been about 10 years. This one here. Now this one, I actually bought unsigned, and I bought it with that weight belt up there, that top red one. And that was the first time I met him. I got those signed. My wife actually purchased that for me. I don't know if you can see the bubbles, but I mean, we're talking no dents, no cracks. Moving down, this is another black card, hard to see. Collectors, the red shirt black card. Very, very, very hard to find. And again, if you look at the quality of that thing, No cracks in the bubble or anything. Moving down to the old school. The blue, the originals. That one is signed. That one is graded with the extra bubble protection. The talking figure. How many people remember that? So on those guys, I have the 5-back, the 8-back, the 14, the 22. I have one of each of them. And again, I tried to find them in mint condition. I wonder if I can open this or if it's locked. Yeah, I tend to keep it locked because just in case the kids come in here. All right, I'm going to move on to the other section. This is a closet under the stairs that's kind of next to my Lord of the Rings area, my ping pong and all that. But I use it for my other wrestling items. So I have some pretty amazing stuff in here, but I just didn't have the wall space anywhere else. So we start off with this full-size poster with some very cool what you're going to do when the 24-inch pythons run wild on you. We have this from WrestleMania 3. I Slammed the Giant. We have that from WrestleMania 3, also signed. We have this piece that I put together with the Hogan cards. I like that one because it's multicolored. And it has the two signatures, the Hollywood Hogan as well as the regular Hulk Hogan. This is a very cool piece that I got from another collector. Dave. Don't know where you are, but got that from him. Got that piece. This is from WrestleMania 3, just after he slammed Andre. This one of my favorite pieces. This was during that press conference leading up to WrestleMania 3 where he says, as far as I'm concerned, it's not signed in ink, it's signed in blood. And then original photo, WrestleMania 3 from the promo package. What you gonna do, Andre? We have the Hollywood Hogan back there. Sorry about the lighting in here, but it is a closet. These two from WrestleMania 3. Nice inscriptions from Hulk. And then on this side, an original WrestleMania 3 poster with lots of inscriptions. I got this one from another collector, I believe Shane Preacher, I think. I don't remember. WrestleMania 3. The slam heard around the world. So very cool. Goldberg. It's my other favorite wrestler as I became a late teenager. This is actually a shirt that I was wearing when I met him and he signed it. And so I've kept that all these years, as well as my ticket that he signed. Here's a Charlotte Flair that she signed for me in person. Then I have some figures down here that are signed. Honky Tonk Man, Goldberg, DiBiase, Lex Luger. Down there we have Scott Steiner, Diamond Dallas Page, a Hulk Hogan ring. Now I do still have this Hollywood poster to put up, as well as this one, which is the WrestleMania 18 poster with him and The Rock, signed by Hogan, not The Rock. But still have those to put up, just haven't gotten to it yet. So that's it. Like I said, it used to be so much more. I used to have probably 50 to 60 Hogan figures, more 8x10s, more posters. I used to have all sorts of stuff. And just had to narrow it down as I moved. Oh, I had a whole entire LJN set of mint on card figures in AFA cases. I don't even remember how many there were. 80, something like that, figures. 70. A few more items I just found over here. Hulk Hogan program, Hall of Fame program. And there was a couple of 8x10s sitting here. Hulk Hogan on the Giant from WrestleMania 3. A WrestleMania 2 program. It says Beat Bundy in a steel cage. And then another Andre the Giant slam heard around the world. WrestleMania 3 to me was the epitome of wrestling, like the amazingness of it when he slammed Andre. So that's why most of my items are WrestleMania 3 related or have the inscriptions for Andre slammed and all that kind of good stuff. So, well, there it is, my friends. There's my Hulk Hogan / wrestling collection. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see some of the other videos or the other room tour, just click on one of those videos or stay tuned. Thanks, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Lewis of That Convention Guy Collectibles, and it is time for the 2023 end of the year room tour. Now, this year, a lot has changed. I've moved into another house. This would be my third house in 3 years. The room has kind of evolved. It used to be one big space. Now it's basically the basement floor, which I'm not complaining about. And so what I thought I'd do a little differently this time is that I'm going to do it in sections. So if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you can just watch this one. If you're into sports cards, you can just watch that one. If you're into Sons of Anarchy or whatever else I decide to do, you can just watch those videos. If you want to see them all, then there's an end of the year for all of it. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and start off Lord of the Rings. I'm going to turn you guys around. This is technically my Hobbit section. Here is the custom Bolg. And there is a separate video if you'd like to see that one more in detail. Moving over to the big boy. My Tariel knives signed. One says Tariel, one is signed Evangeline Lilly. And here I have my custom Goblin King. Radagast. Now, surprisingly enough, that was my first statue. Long story on that one. Hoping in 2024 I can add the Azog on Warg. Maybe Thranduil on Elk. Definitely want to add a Dane Ironfoot. But we'll see. Here goes Smaug. Fire Drake. There is a separate video for that if you want to see that in more detail. Decided to keep both for now. We'll see what happens. And a couple of art prints here. This one here, signed by Nori and Dwalin. This one here, signed by Tariel, Azog, Nori, Gollum, and Dwalin. All done at conventions. This last one, Smaug, signed by Benedict Cumberbatch, the voice. And he inscribed it, I am fire, I am death. So there you go. Now I'm going to walk over to the Lord of the Rings section and we'll go take a look at that one. So we'll start right here. These are kind of Hobbit statues, but I thought they looked good together. So I went ahead and put them together. And then we go up to the big boys. This was like huge for me. He's my favorite character. And so this statue to me was just a must-have. Awesome. And then many people's holy grail, the tree beard. Now, some of you might notice that he's missing his rock. And that is because that rock falls all the time. And rather than it fall and break and then also break something else in the process, I just decided to put his rock down there. I don't think it looks terrible, and it's safe. So I can live with that for now. All right, the Dead Marshes. This was new for this year. Escape Off the Road. And I have some pretty cool art prints to go with these as well. We'll get to that in a few minutes. All right, over here we have, back up here, you can see me, that's not good. Hobbit poster signed by Andy Serkis, Gollum. We have this poster, again, signed by Benedict Cumberbatch, I Am Fire, I Am Death. Signed by Orlando Bloom and Evangeline Lilly, Tariel, and Legolas. And then this is a cast piece that I've been working on. Again, Nori, Dwalin, Evangeline Lilly, Gollum. Actually, Dwalin's not on that one. I wonder why. Azog, the Defiler. Yeah. That's why it's not in a nicer frame, because those are done. I'm not going to get any more signatures on those. Unless Martin Freeman decides to do one. But this one is a work in progress, so it's on a cheaper frame. This one was originally going to be a cast piece, but I just think leave it the way it is. I think it looks great like that. Yeah. And then I have that piece, the map, signed by a few people as well. Tariel and Nori. But it's going to go on the wall, just hasn't gotten there yet. So moving on. Some of the figures. And now you're going to start seeing a little bit of Lord of the Rings and Hobbit mixed together. There's the mini epic Smaug. Should have sent that in to get signed. Sauron, I See You. Balrog. Those Funkos up there are signed as well. Radagast the Brown. Thorin. My two S. Sorry about the glare. These were all new additions, especially the signatures. This one I think came out really cool. I have another video on that one if you're interested in that story, but and then a couple more down there. Now, for those of you wondering, yes, this is the basement kitchen, but I pretty much took all the doors off of the hinges and cabinets and decided to just make them shelves for my stuff. Nice piece signed by all three. Some more Saurons. Next time I meet Andy Serkis, I'll have him sign that. We dwarves are natural sprinters. And my axe. So I say, we're going with you, laddie. It's pretty cool. Here's this. Those are two disc plates and then it's actually a lamp. That figure there lights up. Some more signed Funkos, including the custom Theoden, which I just got recently. Evangeline Lilly. Here's a couple of Hobbit auto cards. Sorry about the glare. Let's see if there's a better way to do this, but there isn't. Get an idea at least. This is partially done. This was a frame that I got done years ago, but I just haven't put it up yet. It will go a little bit higher in there. For now, it's just sitting there. Some of the autographed cards. I will take the ring to Mordor. This is one of my favorite pieces. See if I can get, maybe if I back up, I don't know. Now, interesting story on that one. On the back of it is that poster. that one with Bilbo kneeling down. And that's what I was going to get signed as a cast piece. And I saw this on the back of it. I was like, yeah, that's all right. I'd rather have the cast piece. And then I saw him sign somebody else's, and I was like, ooh. And so I ended up changing my mind last second and getting that done. So here's the Riddles in the Dark, signed by Andy Serkis, Gollum. Some more of the figures autographed. I'm going to Mordor alone. Of course you are. And I'm coming with you. Love that. Now, this is kind of funny. Here's a Merry and Pippin. And if you notice, Pippin signed on Pippin, but Merry signed over the orc all the way over by Pippin. So Merry's figure is nice and open, nothing on it, and then the other side is just covered, which I always think is funny. Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Here's another one signed by both. And then one of my favorite beginner pieces, signed by 4 of the Hobbits. Moving on, more figures. Some mostly autographed. I gotta see Frodo again so I can get those done. But we have all the What a Mini Epics, all signed. Not Boromir, not yet. Maybe one day. Some of my favorite pieces here, the Fellowship box set, and right now it is signed by 5, all 4 Hobbits as well as Gimli. Same thing here for the red box, and same thing for the blue box. Some more autograph pops. Autograph Treebeard mini epic. Some more mini epics. That's a pretty cool piece. Tree. I am no tree. I am an ant. That's a large figure from Toy Biz, autographed. All right, moving over to this side. I'm going to back up and show you the whole wall if I can. And then, there we go. And then I'm going to zoom in and show you some of these pieces. Now the 3 on the right are a trilogy set. And I try to do something a little different with these. We'll start on this side. It's my Fellowship signed by the 4 Hobbits. There's my Dead Marshes from the Master Collection, signed by the 3. Not really sure why he did an arrow over to Sam, like we wouldn't know, but hey, this is one of my new favorite pieces. This was new to the collection this year, and I got it signed actually through a consigner at Dragon Con, and it just turned out awesome. I have the map signed by Gimli, Nori, Tariel. Originally, I was just going to do the Lord of the Rings cast, but I didn't want to regret it later, so I went ahead and added the Hobbit cast to it. It is a Middle-earth poster, so not necessarily just a Hobbit one like the other one is. But all right, so back to the trilogy set. So if you look at this one, you might notice that it has some signatures, like Radagast, Gollum, and down here it has Nori. This poster has Smaug. And then this poster down here has Nori, Dwalin, has Bolg, and it has Tariel. Oh, and it has Azog over here. Now, I decided to split it up because some of the posters, trying to do 3 sets of autographs would be very difficult. As well as some of the posters don't really feature the character that well. So I didn't want to do it and then regret it later. So it is what it is. I kind of like it this way. They have to stay together. If you want all the autographs, they have to stay together. So I like it that way. All right, moving on. I'll show you this wall. These are some of my all-time favorite pieces, and I'll explain all those in detail. Some more statues. Funko. All right, so over here next to Sauron statue, we have the art print signed, I See You. This was one of my new favorite pieces from this year. I just think it turned out really, really nice, especially that frame. And it's signed by Sam and Frodo, as well as Gollum, who's creeping up there in the mountain in the background. The Sauron mask, I wasn't in the market for one, but I did see that there was a charity auctioning one off, and I ended up being the winning bidder. And I mostly did it because, again, it was going to charity. It did come with a signed print there, so I figured, hey, for charity, why not? Something I would add to my collection, no problem, and as well, it helped charity. So got this done this year, the action figure signed. I got that guy fixed. Actually kind of just did it myself. His arm broke off in the move, but I was able to just glue it back. Saruman. This is a glow in the dark by Sketch Art. Some of the statues there. And again, some of these statues have their own videos, so if you're interested, here's Bilbo. His desk. There's the book from Magnolia. I don't know what it was called. My photos. These guys. I got this one, signed by all 4 hobbits. This one is a brand new print that just came in, and I love it. Just like the flames are just magnificent. That's brilliant. So I had to put that up next to the statue. And then now we'll get to the prints. So this is the Masters Collection poster that comes with the statue. And I had it signed by Andy Serkis, Gollum. Here's the Disturber of the Peace one, which is Frodo on cart. And it has a quote, "Whatever you did, you've been officially labeled the Disturber of the Peace." I'll move over to the Treebeard. Same thing, Masters Collection print. And I had it signed with their quotes from that scene. Hobbits, never heard of a hobbit before. Sounds like orc mischief to me. Now, why he signed it? Gimli? I don't know. What are you going to do? Don't talk to it, Mary. Don't encourage it. We're not orcs, we're hobbits. This is the Escape Off the Road. Again, with quotes. What? That was just a detour. A shortcut. A shortcut to what? Mushrooms. I think we should get off the road. This poster, which I love, and everyone who has signed it has also loved it. And it is signed by all of the hobbits, as well as Éowyn, Haldir, Gollum, and Sauron. Now, why I didn't have other people sign it that I've met, I don't know. We'll go to this one first. It's the Fellowship. Again, signed by the 4 hobbits. Now this piece, one of my favorite cool pieces. Why? This is actually the envelope that the Treebeard print came in with the Masters Collection. And I looked at it and I thought, man, that'd be pretty cool if I got signed. I mean, it's just hard to tell with the glare, but it's a picture of Treebeard. Let me see if I can do it the other way. Yeah, it's really hard to see it, but those of you who have it, you know what I'm talking about. You can see a little bit. Sorry, too many lights. But I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and get it signed, which I did. Tree, I'm an ant. And he did sign that one, Treebeard. But I just love the way that came out with the gold on the black print, really envelope. something that most people just put in the box and never touch again. I got it signed, and I think it looks great. And Gimli said it was the first one he'd ever signed, and that's another great John Rhys Davies. Sorry, and to me that's cool in itself. So that's it. That's the Lord of the Rings collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a big passion of mine, The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I love it to this day. I think the movies still hold up. The characters are awesome. Peter Jackson did an amazing job. I love meeting the cast. They've all been super duper nice. And so that's it. I got a couple things coming this year, hopefully. Gandalf half scale. I have a couple of the Witch King statues coming. So we'll see. But for now, that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this. And until next year. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, we're going to do the Peyton Manning section of the collection. So here you go. And we do have a lot of light in here, so I apologize for the glare. And then I got this photo new this year with the inscriptions. I'm going to go a little quickly here. A lot of these have been unboxed this year, so you can go back and watch some of those videos. How'd that get there? Here's my Art of the Pass. And a couple more cards up here. The captain's logo. And then the last one up there. And then that piece. The last few items of my Peyton Manning collection. Those three that I got done at the Chicago Sports Spectacular. And one last thing. Helmet, full-size helmet. And then I also had him added to my Hall of Fame helmet. So that's it for Peyton Manning, guys. I appreciate you watching the video, and let's see the next one. All right, guys, we're moving on to the Mark McGwire 2023 end of the year room tour. So let's get to it. I'm gonna turn this around and show you what I got. So first I'll scan. All right, I guess we'll start down here with the blown up rookie card. Game used bat, which is new to my collection this year. These are some magazines I got signed this year through private signings. And then some of my favorite Shaqs that I have on display. Sorry about the glare again. Love the look of that card. That's why I have so many of them. Button, bat knobs, logo man. Is this one that's signed? You can't even see it. Yeah, you can see in there that it's signed, but it's very faint. It's like fading really quickly. Let's see if I can go above it, maybe. Autograph starting lineup. Some more cards. That's from Upper Deck, but I added the two tickets, one for home runs number 62 and one for home runs 70. And then this is one of my favorite pieces. It's a piece that I put together myself. I found that photo and I loved it because it's something different than most of the photos you see of him out there, which are him just swinging or something like that. So this one I just thought was really, really cool. Nice big bold signature. And then I took these pieces off the Highland Mint pieces. And so there's a piece of game used jersey, ball, base, and the bat. And then I put them together and had them professionally framed. So yeah, one of my favorite pieces. So now I'll take you to the second section. All right, so here's the second section of my Mark McGwire collection. And down there on the bottom are all graded PSA cards. That top right, or that bin right there is some more PSA graded cards. The one next to it is just cards that I like of his. There's a home run 70 ticket graded. This box has a bunch of different autograph cards and patch cards, things like that. And it's a stack. It's a box full of them. Baseball, the 1999 Topps home run set, and the Topps Chrome home run set, all graded PSA, and then a bunch of extras as well. Two of my favorite cards of all time, the Heritage and the Gold Label. And then, of course, is 85 Topps, which you can see there's a bunch graded back there in stacks. And then my favorite card of his of all time, the 87 Topps. This was the first card I really collected of him. And so I have stacks of those back there. I don't know if you can see all those top loaders. So, yeah. So that's it, my friends. That was Mark McGwire collection. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, guys. All right, guys, it's time for the statue portion / superheroes and all that kind of stuff portion of the video. The 2023 end of the year room tour. So if you're into statues, if you're into action figures, things like that, superheroes, then this is the video for you. So let's go ahead and start. We start over here with the little Snape. I just thought that was cute, so I added that to it. It's a pretty cool one. And of course Voldemort, which I love that statue. Above him we have Batman, White Knight. And I have him up there because with that cape being so large and sticking out so much, if it was any lower you'd hit your head on it, and I didn't want that happening for people that come into the room, so there it is. It's up there. Again, pretty awesome piece. All right, moving on, we have Skeletor. Left size bust. We have He-Man Battle Cap. We have He-Man signed. We have Bane and Venom. Eventually that, which is the wands for all the Death Eaters, will go right there. I just haven't put it up yet. The Bane 1/3 statue, Dark Knight Rises. Moving on, Optimus Prime. Autobots roll out. Terrible. Anyway, and that is the limited edition display. I'm going to have that signed pretty soon. We have Venom. bust. And if you want more info or details on that, please check out that video. I have that awesome 16 by 20 to go with it. We have a couple of things here. The Riddler. This display signed by Kevin Conroy. I am Vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman. And then a Gotham cast piece. A couple signatures on that. Moving down to, let's go Star Wars. My Star Wars section with the child. Grogu. My lightsaber. You got to admit, that's pretty cool. Just got that as a Christmas present, so that was pretty awesome. There's my display. Some pretty awesome signatures. Pedro Pascal Mandalorian. There is Mark Hamill Pops. And my Mandalorian Grogu statue. The Joker. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's Heath Ledger. All right, moving on. We have Superman Hush. Batman. This is one of my favorite pieces. I just got this done. You can check out my video, Rhode Island Comic Con, where I was able to get all the different people that played Superman. Was that Rhode Island? Yeah, it was Rhode Island. So we have Superman Returns, Smallville, Superman and Lois, Lois and Clark, and The Adventures of Superboy. So, pretty cool piece. And it's on a, 85 years of Superman display. So, all the different Supermen who played Superman are on it, which is pretty cool. Miles Morales and Gwen. This limited edition display of Batman I'm going to have signed by Michael Keaton. That'll be upcoming in another video. All right, I'm going to go to my desk because I do have a couple things on my desk. Just got this little Alf for Christmas. Couple little things, a little tchotchke type stuff. Little Lionel back there. Kiefer Sutherland. Couple of pops. Oi. So, over here, this bell is like Breaking Bad. It's autographed by Hector Salamanca. Here's a Breaking Bad barrel with a bunch of cast signatures I've gotten, as well as the box cutter, Gustavo Fring. Just a few little statues here. Here's Lionel. Coming in here, you have the hoverboard, signed by Michael J. Fox. And then I have all of these Marvel Infinity Studios 1/10 representing that big battle. And just a couple little Harry Potter pieces. But yeah, this is a pretty cool setup. Trying to find room for that, and I found this in the movie theater room, and I thought that'd be perfect. So I just had them looking like they were all fighting. So here we have a couple of Hot Toys and things signed by Josh Brolin. I Am Inevitable, God of Thunder, Chris Hemsworth, and King in the North, Jon Snow. Some Kevin Conroy's, all the Ninja Turtles. I think we got a couple over here, Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy. So yeah, a little bit of everything. It's kind of what my collection is. So for now, me and Superman are just going to say, appreciate you watching this video of statues and some of the other kind of action hero, action movie kind of things. So appreciate you watching, and if you want to see some of the other collection, click on that video. All right, guys, thanks. All right, guys, now we're going to do a tour of the rest of my sports collection. So this could be any sport, but it won't be specific to those players. So I'm going to turn this around and let's get started. We have Dan Marino with some cards. We have J.J. Watt. Nice little corner of his with some amazing cards, including that one that has blood on it. I actually have more J.J. Watt cards, but I don't have any place to display them. So last, or not last, in this section, Ben Roethlisberger. There's some of the cards that I have of his. There's my Roberto Clemente game used. Brett Favre, 4-pack figure, autographed. Bo Jackson from Tecmo Bowl. Mike Tyson from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Jackie Robinson game used. Swimming's GOAT, Michael Phelps. There's a Roger Federer piece down there. All right, now that takes us to my sports cards. This is what I've been doing since I was 8 years old, so I just got into vintage recently. Like that back card. A couple of Joe DiMaggio pieces. It's not too shabby. I mean, there's nothing super crazy in here, but some pretty cool stuff. I mean, that's a really cool piece. The 500 home run 9.5. The box full of stuff. We got some more, some Tiger Woods, TJ Watt. There's a bunch of cards in there. Some more Peyton Mannings. There's Mahomes, Brady. Love the Emmitt Smith rookie cards, so I got a bunch of those. Sweetness. Basketball section, including the Jordans. Bird Magic. Some LeBrons. Kobe's. And this is all Alonzo Mourning rookie cards. That 92 class, Alonzo Mourning and Shaq. Just love collecting them, so I just have them in bulk. Here's the Shaqs. All right, guys, so that's the sports section of my collection, end of the year tour. I appreciate you watching, and check out one of the other videos if you want to see more. Thanks. All right, guys, now it's time for the Shaquille O'Neal end of the year tour. There's two different sections, so I'll try to slice those together, but he is my favorite basketball player of all time. Obviously, Jordan's the GOAT. That's for a whole nother debate, but Shaq is just one of my favorites, and seeing what he does as a human being with helping people just solidifies that even more. But enough about that. Let's get to the tour. So first I'll just pan down and show you what I have on my display. And then we'll get you a little closer. Here's some rookie cards. That's pretty much all I collect of Shaq is the rookie cards. I've been collecting them since '92. So you can see all those top loaders back there are just stacks and stacks of rookie cards. I do have some of the modern stuff, but it's only if it's autographed or cool patches or something like that, which I'll show you in just a minute. There's a couple of autograph rookies. Looks like if I stay above it, I can cut out some of the glare. Back there are a lot of graded cards. Basketball. Funko figure, and then my favorite piece, the Shaq shoe, size 22. The first game ticket, and the draft day program signed. It's my favorite Beckett magazine of all time, so I got it signed. That's the one that has Shaq on the front and Shaq on the back. Here's a very awesome picture. I love that because it's something different. A lot of Shaq photos you'll see out there are him dunking, which is usually the photo, but this one was just something different. I liked it, so. And then I have some cards. And again, these are some of my favorite patch autos and things like that. This is a Reebok heel logo. Something from the USA team. Here's that blown up rookie card. And then some more cards. Some of the higher end rookie stuff. First few graded 10. The Kentucky's graded a 9. That draft autographed is a 9. And then some more 10s. All right, now I'm going to take you to the other section of Shaq. This is my other section of Shaq cards that I have on display. This is really where I keep all my storage of all of his rookie cards. So I'm going to take you down here so you can see. If you can see back there, all the top loaders. Those are just stacks and stacks of Shaq's rookie cards. All in all, I think I have about 10,000. And then I have all of his rookie cards in PSA. Most of them are 10s. I have a few. I think 1 or 2 9s, and I think 1 8. That stack back there is classic number 1, which is that card without all the autographs and stuff. And then that's the LP1, which if you watch some of my videos, you know that I get those as much as I can. So yeah, there's my Shaq collection. And the Diesel, what else is there to say? I need to grow my collection. I'm looking at it, it's a little weak. It's a little small. So who knows, maybe 2024, year of Shaq. I hope to meet him one day. That would be amazing. So one athlete still left out there that is number 1 on my bucket list. Would love to meet the guy. I live close to Atlanta, and there was one about a year ago, 2 years ago, at a Papa John's by the Georgia Tech University, and there was just like 25,000 people in like 2 blocks or something. It was like, no thanks. But hopefully one day I'll be able to meet him and just tell him how much I appreciate them. And anyway, so that's it for the Shaq room tour. So on to the next one. I hope you liked it. On to the next one. All right, I think you guessed it. This is the end of the year 2023 Aaron Rodgers collection tour. All right, let me turn this around and show you guys what we're doing with. All right, a lot of these cards have videos with unboxings, so I'm not going to spend too much time on each one, but I will show them a little bit closer so you can see. Again, I like different kinds of patches, like swooshes, Reeboks, all that kind of stuff. Most of it is going to be his Packer stuff, except for those two right there, which are Jets. Had that card raw and sent it in and got a jump in 10. Sorry about the glare again. And then a couple booklets. And then that one I put together myself. It's a Upper Deck autograph rookie card, the 8x10. And then it's a game used football signed, a flawless diamond card, and a game used pylon card from Super Bowl. And I just, rather than have them separate, I put them together in a frame. And then that photo. And then a few more things. I guess it's just one more thing. Full size Aaron Rodgers autographed helmet. So there you have it, guys. I do have some more Aaron Rodgers cards on the shelf, but this is all the stuff that I have on display in my room. So hope you enjoyed, and until the next one, let's go. All right, guys, we're going to move on to the Yankees section of my 2023 end of the year room tour. And I've enjoyed watching the Yankees and being a fan since I was like 8 or 9 years old. My whole family were New York Mets fans, and just to be a little jerk, I guess I decided to be a Yankees fan. Mattingly at the time was the superstar, and so that's where my allegiances lie even today. So let me go ahead and turn around and show you what I got. So we start here with Don Mattingly, and this piece I actually won in a charity auction at the National a few years back. This piece I got done, I think, last year. It is an original Hitman poster, and then I got it inscribed like crazy, as you can see. But I think it turned out really, really nice. That is just a replica bat. My favorite card of his of all time, the 87 Topps. And this is the one that I got signed at the Chicago Sports Spectacular this year. And I got a couple more Mattingly's in here with the Marlins uniforms. Then we move on. Oh, never mind. Right here, some more. All right. Now that's all the Mattingly's that fit on display, because right next to it I have Alex Rodriguez with a bunch of swoosh cards, cleat cards, wristbands, things like that. A couple more. Then, of course, can't have a Yankees section without number 2, Jeter, number 2. So I've got a couple of his cards as well as the photo. And then we go down the line with some of my nicer Jeter cards that I like. And then pop over to Mariano Rivera. That is from the locker room. It's a game used locker room patch or tag. I don't know what they call it. Nameplate. There are two. And again, I really like this look. It's something different. This you see a lot of. Him running in like that, you see a lot of. But just this kind of like calm, collected photo is just really cool to me. So now this one is a big boy. It's a poster size, like 24 by 36. And it's a canvas. And I got this signed at the National a few years ago. Hall of Fame 19, 100% unanimous. So, love that piece. It's a big boy. Then we come down here. Nice large Jeter Cityscape. The Dive. It's one of my nice favorite pieces. Signed by Joe Torre, Reggie Jackson, Alex Rodriguez, and Derek Jeter. This is when Alex Rodriguez came over the Yankees, which was awesome. Black and white, Mattingly and Ricky Henderson. Come back around. We have Mariano Rivera. We have Andy Pettitte. The Rocket. Couple of cards down here. Tanaka, Aaron Judge, Jorge Posada, CC, Pettitte, Mariano. Hey, Frank Thomas, how'd you get in there? Just kidding. And then there's one more section I want to show you. Back over to where the Mattingly bat was, we have some game-used wristbands. That's Alex Rodriguez there on the left, Jeter on the right. And then my Yankee baseball collection. Jeter with all the inscriptions of the World Series. Hall of Fame inscription. His logo ball. There's Alex Rodriguez, final season, or inaugural season, sorry. Donnie Baseball. Mariano. First unanimous vote. And these are my two very cool projects that turned out really, really awesome. And this is David Wells' Perfect Game and David Cone Perfect Game. And both of them put like the box score, inning by inning, all the way to the end with the runs, hits, and errors. Pretty awesome balls there. Sorry. That's what she said. Yeah, so there we go. A couple more Yankee baseballs. There's another David Wells. Hideki Matsui, 2009 World Series MVP. Roger Clemens. CC Sabathia, 09 World Series champs. This is one of my best pieces, and it is signed by many. So I got Darryl Strawberry, Mattingly, Joe Girardi, Jorge Posada, Paul O'Neill, Bernie Williams, Hideki Matsui, Wade Boggs. Moving down to the pitchers, Dwight Gooden, Dr. K, Andy Pettitte, Mariano, CC Sabathia, Roger Clemens, David Wells, and David Cone. There's one person missing. It's going to go right there. As soon as I can find him to do a signing, that would be number 2, Jeter. Number 2. All right, one more section. All right, this is in the other section of my room, but it's CC Sabathia, Andy Pettitte signed glove. That's actually a Mark Teixeira signed game used batting glove. Here's some more Mattingly items. Original starting lineup signed. The Derek Jeter celebration from his final hit, Yankee Stadium. Game used batting glove. And then my A-Rod section. Game used batting glove. Just a regular replica bat. But probably the coolest piece in my collection is that. That is the 2009 World Series Champions hat, worn by Alex Rodriguez during the celebration. So the coloring that you see on that hat is from all the champagne that was being squirted around. And so to me, that is just absolutely phenomenal. Probably the coolest item I have in my collection. All right, a few more things to show you. We have the Joe Torre 16x20 Steiner Platinum photo. Hard to see with the glare. Andy Pettitte's Platinum photo. Don Mattingly, Highland Mint, modified by me. Mickey Mantle, Highland Mint piece. Lou Gehrig. The Babe. The Babe. And my favorite one, The Babe. So I think that's going to do it for my Yankee section, or my Yankee collection. If I miss something... Oh, one more. Oh, how did I miss this? So my family, first time at Yankee Stadium. A ball that was used during, like, you know, warm-ups in between innings that was given to my daughter. And then I made a big mistake. I said that hat was the coolest thing I owned. I don't think so. I think that's probably 2, because number 1 is this one. Now, that is a game used base from October 1st, 2015. And it says, the Rivera family witnessed history as the New York Yankees captured their 10,000th franchise victory by beating the Boston Red Sox on top of it. That's game used first base from that game. I know some of you are asking, how in the world? Steiner had already set it up for me to get the base. You pay for it, and it's pretty cool. They'd like bring it to your seat and, you know, like in front of everybody, and everybody's freaking out, that kind of thing. It just happened to be that it was their 10,000th victory that day. Just happened to be because they had lost a few games prior to that game, and then they lost the games after that game. And so it was just stroke of luck, and it was my kid's first, you know, baseball game ever, let alone Yankee Stadium game. But so it was a lot going on, and we just got super duper lucky. But that's the most amazing thing that I have in my sports collection. So, all right, my friends, hope you enjoyed that Yankee tour, and let's go on to the next one. Thanks.